Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Monday, October 30th, 2023. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Ministry of Tourism in Nevis hosted the opening ceremony for the Caribbean Tourism Organization's CTO 10th Tourism Human Resources Conference at the Four Seasons Resort Nevis on Monday, October 30th, 2023. The three-day conference is centered around the theme Navigating the Next Phase of Caribbean Tourism with a focus on talent and technology 2024 and beyond.
In everything we do, let us never ever forget that without our people, our product is a failure. As such, sustainability and quality of our product are intimately involved in investments in training and continuing education. I'm sure you will agree with me that the world's desire for travel is evolving rapidly, especially after the pandemic, which resulted in a significant shift in what customers are looking for. This definitely requires that we move ahead with urgency. In doing so, we must ask ourselves two important questions. One, have we adapted well enough to these changes? Two, what do we need to do in the Caribbean to maintain our leadership position in global tourism?
The first female Secretary General and Chief Executive Officer in the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Donna Regis Prosper, outlined three areas of concern for the Caribbean Tourism Organization.
Permit me to look at three areas of concern. The first area of concern is connectivity with visitors. One of the profound outcomes of the pandemic is a great desire to connect with others. The second area of potential is talent and technology. When talent meets technology, there are greater opportunities for success. In the last few months, we have all recognized the power of AI-driven solutions. From the creation of tailored itineraries and experiences based on individual preferences, to the prediction of future trends and culture and industry, we can adapt to the ever-changing traveler behaviors. The third area of interest for us is youth engagement. At CTO, we strongly believe in youth empowerment. We want to encourage this important segment of our population to select tourism as a career. As such, we offer the following: our very popular annual Regional Youth Tourism Congress competition, educational resources for primary and secondary schools, internships, scholarships, and career fairs. In general, we believe that our tourism workers ought to be the keepers and promoters of our product. The more engaged and confident and culturally aware they are, the more our products will be enhanced and differentiated from other destinations around the world.
Secretary General and CEO of CTO, in thanking everyone for their efforts in coordinating the conference, encouraged those in attendance to enjoy some of what Nevis has to offer.
On behalf of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Premier and Minister of Tourism for Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, for hosting this event. Special thanks to the teams at the Nevis Ministry of Tourism and the Nevis Tourism Authority for working so hard to plan and execute this conference. And of course, to my hard-working team at the Caribbean Tourism Organization, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. Have a wonderful conference, and do take a moment to enjoy this beautiful island of Nevis.
The feature address was delivered by Premier of Nevis and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley, while the Chair of the CTO Council of Minister and Commissioners of Tourism, Honorable Kenneth Bryan, presented remarks via a video presentation. The chairperson of the opening ceremony was Director of Resource Mobilization and Development for the CTO, Sharon Banfield Bovell, and welcome remarks remarks were delivered by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, John Hanley. The conference is expected to conclude on Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. The Ministry of Communication and Works, specifically the Department of Physical Planning and the Environment, recently welcomed a consultant, Jack Louis, to the team from the Taiwanese Technical Mission on St. Kitts.
We thank you at the Taiwanese Mission in St. Kitts, Taiwanese office in St. Kitts, for acceding to the call for the help that we so need in that particular division of the physical planning department. And we believe that with the volunteer being here would add value and add the necessary expertise that is so sorely needed in that department. And we are hoping that over the next year, while the volunteers here, that we could make full use of his expertise and so forth, so that the Department of Physical Planning can advance accordingly.
Permanent Secretary Denzel Stanley expressed gratitude to the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, for acceding to the request for a consultant. Third Secretary at the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Damian Liu, spoke briefly on the objective of the partnership.
This new colleague of ours is increasing the scope of our work in terms of capacity building, this time in the realm of ecological studies and preservation of species, especially local flora and fauna, which is a new highlight of our cooperation bilaterally. So we look forward to this new opportunity to work together in terms of preserving Mother Nature on the island of Nevis.
Minister of Communication and Works, the Honorable Spencer Brand, expressed hope that this will be a continued partnership between the Taiwan Embassy and the Department of Physical Planning.
I also want to express my hope that this would just be the start of similar interaction, similar attachment from the Taiwan mission. And I believe that we can see a reverse as well, that perhaps we can have our own environmental staff to do some similar work on mainland Taiwan. That would be nice. And perhaps other planning officers from the planning department can have that exposure as well. So finally, I want to welcome you and I want to say thanks. And I believe that this is a good thing for the island of Nevis. And we continue to build that relationship between the people of Taiwan and the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Minister Brand was speaking in his office where the meeting was held. He then welcomed the delegation to Nevis and encouraged them to enjoy all of what Nevis has to offer.
So I want to say to you, welcome. I hope that you would enjoy a lot of what Nevis have to offer. We have some very nice beaches that I believe that you would take some time to enjoy. I would suggest to you to make sure you enjoy some of our various restaurants and also our historical sites. We do have a lot of historical sites on the island of Nevis that I think that you will also appreciate. So I want you to also, I don't want you to just have all work. I want you to also be able to enjoy some of what we have to offer.
Also present were leader of the Taiwanese Technical Mission, Roy Low, Assistant Secretary, Mikhail Manners, Director of the Department of Physical Planning, Raul Pemberton, Deputy Director of the Department of Physical Planning, Titlon Douglas Weeks, and Senior Environmental Officer, Thema Ward. On Friday, October 27th, members of the SKN Moves Nevis chapter met with St. Paul's area representative, the Honorable Spencer Brand, at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall, where they hosted the final event in a series of free island-wide health screenings. Minister Brand expressed pleasure in being able to collaborate with the SKN Moves Nevis chapter and commended everyone involved for making the initiative a success.
I am indeed delighted to partner with the Ministry of Health in this health screening initiative. I also want to congratulate the SKN Move for celebrating their 5th anniversary. And I believe that the mission of the SKN move was to try and get our people to be more active and to take greater initiative in understanding what is happening within their bodies. So I want to congratulate the SKN move for that initiative. I also want to thank the ICDF Taiwan for partnering with us in ensuring that we can have these various screenings throughout the various constituencies and parishes on the island of Nevis.
The St. Paul's area representative also encouraged the general public to put a greater focus into managing their general health.
I want to use this opportunity also to encourage our people to take charge of their health. I believe that once we are in a position to know what is happening to our bodies, the Ministry of Health and the health professionals can have a better chance and a better opportunity in treating those ailments. I believe also that this screening can help us to understand the various issues that we are facing with issues like non-communicable diseases that is so rampant in our community. And I believe, not that I'm the Minister of Finance, but I think that the reduction in non-communicable diseases will help us to reduce the outlay in the various financial capitals that we normally have to do on an annual basis.
The series of screenings held in collaboration with the Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund, Taiwan ICDF, served as part of the SKN Move's Nevis chapter's 5th anniversary celebrations. The first screening was held on Wednesday, October 25th at the Brown Hill Community Center and featured Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, while the second screening held on Thursday, October 26th at the Connor Ground Community Center featured advisor to the Premier, the Honorable Latoya Jones. Each free screening featured services such as blood pressure screening, body mass index, waist circumference, blood pressure screening, as well as other tests. The following is a notice from the Ministry of Health. The general public is hereby informed that the Charlestown Dental Unit will be closed to the public from Wednesday, November 1st to Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. This closure is to facilitate the move of the unit to its new location in the Wards building located in Stony Grove. The dental unit apologizes for any inconvenience this temporary closure may cause and looks forward to serving you at their new location. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health at 469-5521 extension 6490 or 6491. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.